So hello everyone. So in this video we will be learning how we can use HTML5 canvas, okay, and we will try to build a particle system at the end of the video to show this kind of effect, which is a bouncing ball effect. Okay, so you can see that multiple balls are bouncing in this canvas. Okay, so let's begin. So let's have a HTML body tag, head tag. So we won't have much inside head for now. In the body we will have a canvas of ID canvas. Okay, so this is canvas, and then we will have our script where we will write our code. Okay, so here we will grab the canvas element. So how do we do that? Const canvas equals document dot get element by ID canvas. So now we are grabbing that canvas element and we will be saying that we want the canvas to render 2D elements. So how do we do that? So canvas dot get context, and this will be 2D. So now we will give the canvas a width and a height. So canvas dot width, so what it will be? It will be window dot inner width. Okay, so entire browser we need. Okay, so canvas dot height equals window dot inner height. So now let's start from the very basic. Okay, so we will have a function, okay, and the function name will be draw. Okay, and in this function our task will be to draw a simple ball. Okay, so let's how do we do that? So ctx, so getting this canvas element dot, and then we will have to say begin path. The moment we say this begin path, canvas will know that okay, we want to draw something over it. So we want to draw an arc. Okay, so arc, because circle is a kind of arc only. So x element, let's say 100 comma 100 xy coordinates, radius let's say 12, and we will have circle from 0 to 2 pi. Okay, so if you notice in the coordinate system 2 pi means 360. Okay, so math dot pi multiplied by 2. So now ctx dot fill style, we will give our circle a color. So red, for example, ctx dot fill, and ctx dot close path. Okay, so we are ending the begin path. Okay, so this, now if we call the draw function, simply you should see a circle. Okay, so you can see that a circle is there. Okay, so this is it. Now let's say we want the circle to move around. How do we do that? Okay, so we will see how we can do this. So let's say we have variable x, variable y, variable vx, and variable vy. Okay, so rather than it having in the same position, okay, what we will have? We will have a function animate. Okay, we will have an animate function, and our animate function will continuously loop around and render this. So how do we do that? So this will be let's say x is initially 100, y is initially 100, vx is let's say 1, vy is initially 1. Now we have here x, y, okay. Now coming over here, what we do, in the animate function we write x plus equals vx, y plus equals vy, okay, and we call the draw function over here, okay, we call the draw function over here. And see, now if we run this, okay, so we want see when will this we want to have this ball falling effect or anything, so we want to render the frames multiple times, okay. So how do we do that? So we have to call this animate function again and again. So there is something called window.request animation frame animate. So if you do this, so if you do this, so basically if you do this, what should happen, okay. We so first of all we will have to call this animate function, okay. So we will be calling this animate function, and can you see the circle is moving, okay, the circle is moving in a particular direction. But if we put v equals 0, let's say, you will see it's moving in this direction. Put 1, put 0, and now if you see it's moving, it's like falling, but it's leaving a trail behind, so okay, so we don't want that. So what we do is ctx dot clear rect 0, 0 means from we want the entire screen, right, to canvas dot width, canvas dot height. So now the ball is moving downwards, okay. So now the ball is moving downwards, okay. So this actually, let's give a quick recap of what happened. So basically this canvas element, we are drawing a circle in the canvas, okay. So the function draw will, every time this is called, a circle is being drawn over here, okay, and in the canvas, okay. So we are beginning the path, we are creating an arc which is having an x value, y value, and it's getting rendered with a color, and we are filling, and we are getting a circle, okay. And then when the animate function is getting called, okay, so this is kind of recursion is happening where this is getting called again and again, okay. So and every time this is getting called, we are rendering what? We are rendering a circle, okay, but we are also at the same time clearing the previous canvas, okay. So that's why we are getting this falling effect, okay, because we the position of the ball is changing continuously. So this is not required because we want the ball to fall down. So x we can comment out, then y is there, so we are changing the position of y, okay, with a very slight amount, which is 1 over here, okay. So now what is happening is the ball is giving, we are getting a feeling that the ball is falling, okay. So now this is we can also have a ball, this ball a bouncing effect. Okay, so how do we do that? Okay, so if x greater than the value of or the y is greater than canvas dot height, okay, so or y less than 0, okay, so any of these conditions, then what we want to do, we want to change the direction of this vector. Okay, the vy is the vector which is currently giving a slight variation, so we want to change this direction. Okay, so if we give vy minus equal to 1 or plus equal to minus 1, let's see what happens. Okay, so there is a bounce. Okay, so the moment it is getting hit with the boundary, what is happening, it will bounce automatically. Okay, so